Hey guys, that's Scrat with another siege video. We start right off with the first attack, Tessarion, Wusa and Nora. In general, the enemy team is quite slow, which of course helps here. But also if we get here outsped, I don't see a way of losing this. First target will be Monkey as the Leica is hacked. Of course the Leica is the biggest threat, but all in all Leica and the Wind Monkey do not enough to this team, so it's usually super safe. Leica S2 as it can go through shields did massive damage on my Tessarion, but Tessarion is also quite tanky. After the Wind Monkey is down, I try to work on the Chandra first, and if Leica is Oblivion, of course he is no danger at all. So first attack, first win. Second team is my Fenyang, Alaya and the Hollyberry Cookie in fire. You saw this team eventually on the channel already. Alaya and Fire Hollyberry Cookie on high res. Even though the Tyrannus here goes crazy, he is at least a threat. The only threat, not the only, but Nora is here somewhat of a threat because the team works heavily with debuffs, and of course the more she strips, which she does here, at least on 2 of the units, the more it gets dangerous. This Tessarion was also not doing so much damage. On the other hand, all the units have quite high defense. Nora goes down. Next, the Tessarion will go down. I try to stun here the Tyrannus. Tessarion life 1 and passive down. I think he should not get up the passive. Yeah, Hollyberry Cookie also wanted to crit. And yeah, this Tyrannus was super squishy, surprisingly, because usually they are a bit tanky, a bit more tanky. And also second win, taking the tower. Then next attack here, I try to go with my Belliger team. I underestimated a little bit how fast they were, so now things go wrong. I was a bit thinking, but of course we have not much options, and of course also the Molong decides to derp with an S2 and perfectly strips the invincibility of my Katarina, so I'm already at that point somewhat in a bad spot, because Belliger will most likely not live, and since this is a record, of course I know he will go down very soon. The defense itself is not so good to my point of view, even though the Molong does some work, but the AI of how's the Water Stormlord thingy called? Can't recall the name. Is somewhat bad because it always would target the unit with the highest HP, and this is also why Belliger was living so long. And we even got here an angle on winning, but unfortunately Katarina RNG bad luck, all 3 hits went into the Molong, and at one point my bird will go down and Katarina alone can't do anything. We go in again with my Eladriel a Leo comp. I was quite confident that we can win this, even though again the Molong was derping, which is a little bit, or was a little bit scary at that point. But with Royd we can control the Molong and we get also a little bit lucky. I oversaw that I can heal already again. Since the last balance patch, shorter cooldown, less healing. Could have been a little bit scary, but also the Molong has probably high speed, high HP, but not much def, and if he's def broken he goes down super fast. After Molong we can work on the, now there's the name Bulwark. Bulwark Riley, of course, a little bit of an annoying comp, but not much of a threat anymore, especially since all units are up. It's now more a matter of time. Of course, I keep constantly healing because everything else could still... could it be? Probably not, because I said Bulwark would first hit always the full HP target, and it takes ages for these two units to take something down. So you even can stop healing and not apply the defense buff and stack Bulwark. Next attack, a new comp or composition, since we have pure water. Unfortunately, all of them are on will, which I also don't see in G1 so often. That's why I decided to go in with my Odin and try him out, because I use him very rarely. This team was quite well speed tuned. They decide to bring down my Savannah, or dismount my Savannah. But at one point my Odin will get the 5 stacks and I can start killing. Again here the Molong goes down immediately, or with the first combo, and after that this team has no kill pressure anymore, so I can and will start stacking up. And again, just a matter of time. Also here, of course, since they Savannah will be on full health when she dismounts, the AI will not target properly, because as you can see, Savannah would not live long if she gets attack. Of course, if Riley heals, she still can survive quite a while. And the next win. Next attack, my Molong Bulwark team against a Bulwark Nora Molong team. This one also goes somewhat bad, because I should have killed here the Molong, but I believed that I could maybe stun, or even the damage could be sufficient. But unfortunately it is not, and now everything goes not so well. Again, I tried to kill, or I thought I can kill, but damage not enough. So finally I killed him along, but way too late, and this attack was gone. I was a little bit annoyed because I messed up big time. Now I go in again, this time with my quite solid comp. I like the comp very much. It's Moore, Water Siri and Raccoony. I dismount immediately Savannah. Savannah could have targeted here my Water Siri, which would have been scary, but I wipe her off. And after that, Molong again derped on the first go, but even if he wouldn't have derped, I don't think that Savannah would have switched to my Rakuni. Also Savannah did never get the chance to do the defense break, which was the biggest threat in general for the comp. But since it was already a second attack, I was quite sure to outspeed here. And yeah, could have been an easy win. For the next attack, I went with Cleave. I somewhat hoped that the enemy would outspeed me here, which is always a little bit safer. And then also Galleon was messing up, and I was already almost about to quit that one. But of course, would have been a little bit too early. Gave it a try here. At least I land all the silence, which of course helped big times to not get AoE defense broken by the fire hacker. I get here a lucky stun of the Theomars, but could not proc already the passive. Another stun, so this was really Poseidon shining. He really wanted to win, even though the Theomars was proccing. I'm in the one-on-one against the fire hacker, which is on brutality, but we get super lucky. Stun 1, stun 2, S3 ready, push back into slow and finish him off. Quite lucky kill, but also with Galleon 100% accuracy, not landing the defense breaks is always a little bit hard then to win. This time it worked out. Next attack, Sierra, Bastet, and always forget the Fire Battle Angel name. I decided to go for this dark thingy as it can control me, and of course also immediately detonate the bomb because Rakuni may cleanse it. I also think at that point there was not much of a threat. We get here a nice critter on Chandra, and then the Rakuni is just a matter of time. We even can here without attack buff use the skill 2. And that's it for the siege.